You can often tell when working on a riff that that one is going to be a banger. And if so, maybe you build a whole song around it instead of just having it be a one-time riff that maybe you play once in a song. At the same time, you kinda don't want to tire the listeners and make it so that they've heard the riff so many times across the song that suddenly loses its value. And depending on the type of riff, like in the case of my latest release song Wandering in the Fog, which if you haven't, you can and should go check out anywhere you listen to your music at. I was just working around different extensions of a G minor chord, and I was trying to have the G string, the third string, open throughout me working on the riff, because without it, the riff is just... But if you add the third string to it, it adds a little bit of a different spice to it, and I could tell that it sounded kind of cool like that, just playing it in kind of a vibey, swampy way. But I also figured that if I added some distortion to it, and maybe spaced out the notes a little bit more, making it a little bit more doomish, I could probably morph it into a very cool and heavy and thick breakdown section. But the question then became, how am I going to take that swampy riff and build it up into a heavy breakdown? Obviously, there aren't exactly any rules to it, you can just do it in whichever way you want, and the most basic way possible. If it sounds good, just let it sound good. But the way I thought to do it was to build it up bit by bit. With the first couple of repetitions of the riff, I just played single notes with kind of a modest crunchy tone, and then afterwards I would occasionally add the open G string to it, not too often, just every once in a while, to add a little bit of extra depth to it. And then I would keep the same structure, but add the open G string to pretty much every note, and then I kind of switched the rhythm of it so that the main riff, the main notes, would stay the same, but those open G strings would come on the offbeats. And with the offbeat section there, it kind of gets a little bit faster, which adds to the intensity of it, so that we then can explode into the thick part of the breakdown. Here's a little bit of the song, but how I usually mention with these sorts of things, it makes way more sense in the context of the whole song, so that all the riffs and themes can really develop. Is this type of manipulating riffs into little variants of the original one something that you do very often? Let me know. And while you're at it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on all the notifications, follow and stay tuned for more, because I'm releasing new songs every week and I'm releasing new videos every day, twice a day. If you enjoyed this one, I'm sure you'll enjoy the other ones too, so perhaps even share them with a friend who might also enjoy them. In case it wasn't obvious already, go check out my latest released song, Wandering in the Fog, anywhere you listen to your music at, and I want to take the time to once again thank you so very much for all the support in these songs and videos. I can only thank you guys so much, but it really means a lot and it really makes a difference. With that being said, I hope to see you in another video, but until then, cheers!